The date is December 4th, 2012, and it is Tell Me Tuesday here on your daily dose of D&D. Hey guys, it's Tell Me Tuesday here on your daily dose of D&D, the day where I get to talk about my characters and my campaigns and stuff that's important to me. Today we're talking about my second dwarf that I've ever played. I can't remember if this is the next chronologically of characters that I've played. It's where it all gets kind of fuzzled. Because I've been playing D&D with my current group for 2 years, and a bit, 2.5 maybe, that's probably what we're at about now, and I can't remember, honestly, exactly what I've played. I can remember 5 more characters, 6 characters, that I have played, so you'll be at least getting those, and maybe I'll remember more as I go. But anyway, today we're talking about the second dwarf I played, whose name was Tarby Gluestone. He was a warden, and he wasn't great at his job. There was only one encounter where he was actually way useful, and then he was very useful. I had picked a Paragon path that would let him, burrow underground, and that was pretty cool. But the thing that I found most intriguing about him was his religion. He didn't worship Moradin or an elemental spirit. He was a supporter of Dieter, dwarves for the ethical treatment of rocks. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun, because my friend Derek was also playing a dwarf, and we were buddies in Dieter, and we would hand out pamphlets to people, and it was a lot of fun coming up with all these different rules for Dieter and the type of things they believe in, and it was great. We wouldn't fight statues when they were animated until we realized that the statues were being forced to against their own will, and there was a lot of very, very fun times to have, and maybe I'll talk about Dieter some other day. No, you know what? To eat up time, I'll talk about it today. Dieter was a dwarven organization of dwarves who loved rock so much that they didn't want to hurt it. They had spent a fortune in investigating magic rituals that would leach minerals, being able to effectively leach diamond and metals and gold and stuff out of the rock without harming the rock. You could carve rock, but it was like a patient type of thing, and it had to be, effectively, you were letting the rock be what it wanted to be, and just helping it change. There was great, a lot of the money that we collected, was sent towards our causes, which were, we were growing a petrified forest, and we started a Medusa breeding farm. Not my characters, the religion in general. Because a petrified wood that's stone now. It's given up its tree form and moved on to a higher evolved stage. And then with Medusas, they turn any creature into stone. And that was also a lot of fun. With this, of course, the DM was, hurting us by saying that people had scrawled his name. I can't remember. My friend Derek had some, arch rival who kept scrawling his name across everything. But it was a lot of fun to be able to play something that crazy. And we would just, while everyone else was dealing with the quest, we would go out and distribute pamphlets. And it was great. It was a lot of fun. Very, very fun character. He wasn't great as a warden. I'd play a warden so much better. His Paragon path was pretty horrible. I don't know. It was a lot of fun to play though. Because I did have that one encounter where I did things perfectly and drew all the bad guys to me and held them there for a long time. So that was great. Tarby was a lot of fun to play. Welcome to your DM's Corner today. You can tell it's a different segment because I'm suddenly wearing a different shirt. Today, and it's still Tell Me Tuesday here at your DM's Corner, and we're talking about the third campaign I ever run, and the most recent one. And this one was a fun campaign, because I set it at epic level, and I had recently read a book that I will probably review on Friday. Link to that video here, once it comes up. It's not out yet, but it will be. Maybe. Depends on when you're watching this. Anyway, the book talked about making epic campaigns epic. And I wanted to do that, so I used a lot of techniques that it talked about in there, and I had been reading in Dragonomicon about some campaign hooks, and so I came up with a pretty fun campaign that involved 2 dragons that were fighting each other, and I I love intrigue. I love intrigue in books, and I love betrayals. I started watching a new anime this week because it had such an amazing betrayal in it. And so, the rest of the show hasn't been as good, hasn't lived up to that standard. But I gave it a chance because of the betrayal factor. So I loved all that intrigue, and I tried to put it in there. And I don't think we have a good group for intrigue, so it was kind of wasted on them. We did have some fun moments, though. I gave all the characters their invitations, and I had printed them out on pages that I found at Walmart or somewhere, and it looked like a scroll, so it's like they had a actual, invitation to this party that was being held, this big gigantic hero celebration thing, excuse, plot device. And so had all the heroes gather, and then suddenly something went missing, and that shouldn't have gone missing, and there's bad guys attacking, and a bunch of stuff went on. I also did something interesting that I'll probably talk about more later, of where one of the players who was playing a thief did not come one night, and so I decided to punish his character. And so in the game, he was gone, and everybody took the fact that the thief had disappeared, as well as this artifact disappearing, as, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Thief took artifact. And so when he finally came back, everyone's like, you've returned, where did you put it? And they, tried to attack him. At least that was what I intended, and I think it went pretty well. And so I intend to punish people like that, if I can, in the future. I did make a lot of mistakes in this campaign. Some of the things I did were tedious for the players, tedious for me. If I ran this campaign again, I would do it a lot more streamlined, and I think it would be a lot more fun. Closing remarks today. This is the last video that's going to be made on this computer via webcam thing, because I just recently bought my new computer. In fact, just got back from acquiring it. So hopefully tomorrow's video will be made on software like that, unless something goes wrong, in which case we'll be back to this. If you honestly liked the video, please hit the like button down below. And while you're down there, please leave me a comment telling me why you liked it, or just thoughts or questions or complaints that you might have about this video. If you like getting a daily dose of D&D, please go up to the top and click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you know anyone who needs to see this video, please go down and click on the share button below and go through the options there to pass this video to whoever you need to. Or, if you'd rather do it the old-fashioned way, go all the way up to the address bar and grab the actual link and pass it to whoever on whatever site. My name is MadMatt1Cow. Thank you for watching this daily dose of D&D. If you guys stay online, I will see you next time. The clay animated badger golem of tracking.